something.
At the end of the day, I'm out there. I feel good. I don't feel pain.
Don't get nervous now.
Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat?
Play fast, play random, play together.
Another one bites the dust. Another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust.
Antetokounmpo, he is dominating right now. Booker, long three-pointer. That's good. Devin Booker with a 7-footer right on him.
It's a 0-0 mindset for us going into Game 3. We know it gets rowdy in Milwaukee, but I think we're ready for it.
He is Jalen Rose. I'm David Jacoby. We are Jalen Jacoby. Jalen, what is it that we do?
What they want.
In Game 2 of the NBA Finals last night, the people of Phoenix got what they wanted. It wasn't just the Chris Paul show. It was a full team effort led by Chris Paul. Devin Booker got buckets, hit some shots. Mikal Bridges had a game. Ayton did a lot of things to help contribute to the win. Jalen Rose, what did you think of the three-point barrage that the Suns unleashed last night in Phoenix?
I'm excited about this year's NBA Finals. Fresh faces. Two teams, no player on either squad has ever won an NBA championship, Jacoby. And for the Phoenix Suns, they earned this in the regular season with home court advantage. In Game 1, it was about fast break points and points in the paint. In Game 2, it was a three-point barrage. They made 20, and they got them in all ways, shapes, and forms. Mikal Bridges got him off to a good start. Jay Crowder was making threes. How about Cam Johnson? He's been nailing threes the entire postseason. And they were extremely well coached, and they got amazing guard play. Devin Booker was distributed early. They were in fast forward. That's what they want to do, play with tempo. CP3 said it. The old man like to walk it up sometime. That's the fourth quarter. You the rec ball expert. You know how this works. Early in the game, everybody running up and down. Fourth quarter, we gonna slow it down and get it to the old guy and close these boys out. It's like the NCAA tournament in a lot of ways. And I was really looking, like really close, because you know I was at the game, and you know my vision ain't the best, so I was looking really, really close. And I was like, Chris Paul, Hall of Fame guard, he is better than Drew Holiday. Devin Booker, an ascending superstar, he is better than Chris Middleton. And then I was watching DeAndre Ayton change ends of the floor, and I was like, the better team is winning. That's why 89% of the time, the team that goes up 2-0 in the NBA Finals ultimately wins the championship.
Giannis and the Bucks did come from behind a 2-0 deficit against the Nets, but that was obviously injuries helped them get there. But Jalen, we talked about Booker and CP3. You did a great job just eloquating about how excellent they've been in this series. But last night was Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, I mean, he had the game of his life last night in the NBA Finals. He was hitting threes, he was driving, and he made things very difficult on Chris Middleton. You're going to hear a lot about how Holiday and Middleton didn't perform last night, and they didn't, but the Suns had a lot to do with it, and so did Mikal Bridges on the defensive end. Mr. Rose.
I was singing the bridge is over, the bridge is over. When he was out there getting his career playoff high, he was balling. He always played D, but now instead of being just a spot-up shooter, he was mixing up his game. He did a pump fake a couple of times, dribbled in, shot a couple of different type of shots, and he's playing with a lot of confidence in front of his home fans.
Jalen, Giannis Antetokounmpo was dominant last night. This dude needs help. Someone help Giannis Antetokounmpo get a win in the finals. He cannot do it all himself. He had 42 points, Jalen Rose, getting whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted. Someone needs to help this man if they're going to win in Milwaukee.
The last time the Bucks won a championship, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was on the team. And I was feeling like Chuck D watching Giannis last night because he was going ooh and ah when I jump in my car. He was balling like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was out there blocking shots. He was out there dunking on them. Stretch Armstrong leaps.
Yup.
And then the step back one leg jumper. He knocked down a couple of them too. In the first half, I looked up, I was like, how many rebounds do he got? It seemed like he was grabbing every rebound too. And for him to return from the injury that he returned from, the hyperextension of his knee, it's incredible that he returned, and it's awesome that he's performing at the elite level that he's playing at, but he's gonna need some help from Middleton, and he's gonna need help from Drew Holiday, who you reminded me earlier. Drew Holiday, they gave up a couple of first-round picks for him.
Yeah, they did.
They need him to play like the guy that had 20 and 10 against the Nets. And Chris Middleton, he's vastly different stats-wise when they win versus when they lose, and in particular, on the road versus at home. Those guys are gotta be better if this is gonna be a long series.
Yeah, they absolutely do. I mean, Giannis just needs help. It felt like Pat Connaughton was the second option last night, and they're not going to win the NBA Finals if you're relying on Pat Connaughton, who I love, to be the second option for the Milwaukee Bucks.
You know what happens when you're shooting bricks like that? And those are great graphics. There's a Jerry West logo on the side, a sticker on the side of the backboard, and people always say, you missed that. You're trying to give Jerry the logo a concussion. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not wearing a helmet. You shoot
He's
it.
in concussion protocol right now. He's in concussion protocol right now because I remember exactly the one you're talking about. It actually ended up working out for him. Went off the backboard, looked like a pass. Jalen, there was a moment
trying
last
to get a
night
logo a concussion.
when they play sound from coaches, it's just like, hey guys, hustle harder, let's win. But there was a moment last night between Monty Williams and DeAndre Ayton that really, really touched me. Let's listen to head coach of the Phoenix Suns, Monty Williams, talk to his young star.
Here's the deal. One, we're getting back in transition. You don't have Giannis find a man and be a guard. Two, look at me. You set a high level for yourself. That's why you're down. That's great. Now go reach that level, okay? And you can reach it with force. Doesn't have to be stats all the time. Go dominate the game with force, okay? Because you set a high level for yourself. Go dominate the game with force. Let's go.
You're not going to get 2019 every single finals game, DeAndre Ayton. And the way that Monty Williams communicated that to him, said it's not all about stats, really just seemed like high-level coaching in a high-pressure situation.
Monty Williams, Mark Bryant, Willie Green. You've heard me say this all year, family. Player development with Jordan, Campaign, Bridges, and Ayton. They were winning in the second quarter before DeAndre Ayton got his first 2 points. And there's a lot more responsibility on him without Saric, and now Craig is gonna be out. And as a young player, you notice sometimes guys judge how well they're playing by how well they're scoring. And that's basically what he was letting him know. Continue to change ends of the floor. Continue to be somebody that impacts the game. And that's what he started to do. And before you know it, his effort allowed him to fall into a dunk and then get a couple of layups. And one of my favorite plays in the history of basketball happened in this game.
What's that?
It was like the Harlem Globetrotters, like 7 or 8 passes. Ball kept moving.
12 pass,
Nobody
the 12 pass
moved.
possession.
Nobody
Yep.
get hurt. Nobody moved. Nobody get hurt. Ayton, boom, and one. And so that play signified to me that the Phoenix Suns are getting ready to win the championship this season.
Well, Jalen, I think that this series will at least go 5 games. And if this series does go back to Phoenix while you are on the road, you need to find this guy. You need to find this Suns fan and hang with him after game 5 because he's got it. You need to find that man right there when the series goes back to Phoenix, Jalen, because that is my guy.
He looked like, wait a minute, hold on. He looked like somebody I had a notable debate with like 10 years ago.
He looked like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo to me. That's what he looked like to me. Now, Jalen, I'm going to say this is, I'm not going to say the series is going to be a sweep. I think that the Suns will win. I think it will go back to Phoenix. But just imagine if it is a sweep. because that would make this man the Suns in 4 guy. That would make the Suns in 4 guy an absolute legend. A legend. We all know the Suns in 4 guy. If